Very recently I was involved in a discussion about Fatwood. And depending on where you're from, you might call it some different things. Lighter knot, fat lighter, a whole lot of different names. But basically, it's a pine tree where you find it in stumps mostly, not always, but mostly, where the tree has been damaged or is dead, and the sap or resin has collected in the trunk of the tree or the base of the tree. You especially find it in trees that are damaged, like with a lightning strike or fire damage, because the tree perceives that as damage, that's being inflicted on it, and it tries to heal itself by pumping out more resin, more sap. And when you look at the darker area, that's the area that has a lot of resin in it. The lighter area, not so much. This was out of a fairly large piece. And here's a bit of the bark on that piece. You can see there's a lot of resin on the outside of the bark. But you can also see, hopefully, there you go, a little bit better, how dark that wood is. This wood is just impregnated with pine resin. Pine resin smells like turpentine. It's very, very flammable. Part of the discussion was, using it as a fire starter, sometimes it's difficult to light. Well, you're not going to use a chunk this big. You're going to use a chunk, if I was carrying this piece, I would probably quarter it, or maybe divide it into 6 pieces and carry that as a fire starter for me. But I like to use it similar to a magnesium block, not as just a piece of kindling. So what I like to do is make some shavings off of it. You can also take and split it in fine pieces if you're going to start your fire with a lighter or matches, and they start very well. It burns for quite a while. It gives you the opportunity to get some damp kindling lit. So it's a pretty handy little fire starter. The way I scrape it, I use my handy dandy, super expensive, I think it was a 25-cent kitchen paring knife, and just scrape the wood just like you would a mag block. It actually scrapes quite a bit easier. Now, without boring you about that whole process, you collect the shavings. Got a few more here. And then, using a ferrocium rod, you can use a natural flint and steel as well, but this will catch a spark, and because it's quite flammable, it should burst into flames. Has every time I've tried it so far, but I know some people haven't done it before, so let's see what it looks like. Light's fairly easy, and then with these other pieces that you saw, you could light them with a match pretty easily, if that's what you're using. Now, as you can see, you get quite a bit of black smoke from that. So, I prefer not to use big chunks of resin-coated pine in the fires when I'm out in the woods, because you do get a lot of smoke from it. That's all you've got, that's all you've got. This fire steel, I haven't put a handle on this one, but this one's a little bit longer than most that you get commercially available. I like this one. It works very well, as you can see. This one I picked up from SafeZoneLLC.com. Very good products on that website. Highly endorse just about everything he's got there. Good service, good products, good pricing. For discussions like this and similar discussions on wilderness survival, on preparedness in general, disaster preparedness, and just a great place to hang out, wilderness survival forums. Take a look at them and join in the conversations. I think you might like it. Thanks for watching.